Might have to get it by the tail. But.
Yeah, I think I would need to get the mouse by the tail instead of the horse by the cart.
Well, what happened was we had computer little issue here, so that's why we was a little late hitting the button. So
yeah, well, tonight's show is brought to you by Surf's Up Car Wash. My good buddies over there. John Woodard is the owner, and Mike is the manager over there. And I tell you what, you want your car looking good with a nice shine, take it over to Surf's Up Car Wash. They got a $5 express wash. $5 all the time. And but you can get some good stuff there and go by and see old Mike Roy Bell. He is the manager there. And John Woodard is the owner at 790-5793. That's 2575 Guthrie Street. Right close to old Cleveland Utilities over there where Big G's at. And so go by and see John and Mike over there at Surf's Up Car Wash. Get you a car wash there. And our other major sponsor, the Gondolier. Monos. You can't beat him.
No.
Monos. The Gondolier, Emmanuel's, is in Ooltewah at 423-910-0459. Emmanuel's is like the Gondolier. It's got the good food of the spaghetti, the lasagnas, the pizzas. They got the Emmanuel's is just about like Antonio's was. They got a pizza bar there. So go by and see them there at in Ooltewah. And then we have on 3300 Key Street, we have the Gondolier with Monos there. He runs that show, and it's a tight ship, and it's good.
Yep.
Ain't it? We eat there today, and we know it's good. Big G has the Euro salad, and what did I have? I can't even remember what I had. Oh, I had that steak and a pita.
Yeah, that's what you had.
It's good. And then Akoi Gondolier, 1603 Highway 64 is open now. Route 1, Benton, Tennessee, 338-7299 is the number there. You can fax in an order there, too, at 338-7295.
That's on 64 Highway.
Yeah, beautiful place up there, Akoi. Whitewater rafting and all that good stuff going on up there. So they're closed on Tuesdays, though, up there. At least that's what this says. Yes.
Yeah.
And Sunday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 9 o'clock. This is Akoi Gondolier at up there in Benton. Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. is the hours of operation up there. They got everything here from steaks to chicken linguine, gyro wrap, Italian steak sandwiches. Oh, it's just too much to talk about. Go by and see Monos. Gondolier. Heads Up Hair Design. No, Happy Tails. Come Shaggy, leave happy. That's their motto. Michelle Melton is one of the best groomers around.
Mm-hmm.
She does a wonderful job. Bridget Ogle is the owner there, and she is super nice. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5, Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5:30, by appointment only on Saturday. Also got Pet Boy, and also flea and tick season. Get those dogs sprayed out, shot out.
And it is flea and tick season.
2251 North Coy Street in Cleveland. 339-5777. Speaking of that, I'm going to have to get Abigail and Tanner a rabies shot. It's time.
Yeah, make sure you get your animals their shots.
I may need a rabies shot, too.
No, you ain't got no teeth.
I'm going to get a shot Friday, so.
You ain't got no teeth.
All right, go ahead there.
All right, we got Heads Up Hair Design over at 60 Mouse Creek Road here in Cleveland. Call for appointments with Carmen Wilson. Great lady. She, and I tell you right now, she does a great job on your hair, cutting your hair, dyeing it, frosting it, streaking it, coloring it purple, whatever you want. She'll do it for you. So go over and see Carmen Wilson at Heads Up Hair Design Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. She's there from 9 to 5. Call for appointment. That way you don't have no waiting. You walk in. She's ready for you. Phone number 476-5722. And the other number is 339-3538. Quiznos, good old Raj over at Quiznos.
Old Raj Patel.
Go over and go by and see Raj. People, you go over and get a sandwich, baked potato chips, and a Coke for around a little over $7. We eat everywhere. I mean, the kind of job that we've got, Fast Eddie, we go out and eat quite a bit but you cannot find a place hardly to go eat for a little over $7 anymore, because it usually costs us $9-10 wherever we go, and that's just getting a salad.
That's what breaks my pocketbook down.
Yeah, that's what gets us. But Raj, prices is good, great prices. 2151 Key Street. Phone your orders in. He'll have them ready for you, or to-go orders. You can fax them in too. Here's the phone numbers: 473-7976, or you can fax them at 473-7991. We picked up another great sponsor for Whoop on Wheels, El Cazador Mexican Restaurant at 2299 Key Street here in Cleveland. You go over there, them people, they treat you like you're somebody. I'm telling you, they're great over there. We picked them up this week, and you go over there. That's another place you can go over and eat off their lunch menu. About $6, $7 with that and a drink. If you get water, it's like a little over $5. So go over and eat with them at El Cazador's Mexican Restaurant at 2299 Key Street. Phone number for to-go orders, or order it and they'll have it ready for you. And it don't take them long to eat it either. They got chips and dip while you're waiting on your food. Phone number 790-0563. And they just they got great food. Their lunch menus, I sitting here, all their lunch menus are $4.89. So
wow,
if you get water, you pay $4.89 plus tax, so you're looking less than $6 for lunch over there.
All right, that sounds good. Okay. El Cazador's.
El Cazador.
We'll be back.
Hey everybody, it's Wolfman Jack. And hey, sit down there in that chair right there. Turn the radio up. I don't care if you're in your car or where you are. Be careful, don't get no speeding tickets. Because you know what time it is? It's time for Whoop on Wheels with Fast Eddie and Big G. Right here on Whoop FM 99.9 and WhoopFM.com out there in the World Wide Web. Everybody's watching. Be careful, y'all. Come on, strap your babies in the car and hang on, because it's Fast Eddie and Big G right here with all your racing news. Right here on Whoop FM.
It's the 20th anniversary of Stuffed Crust, baby, and Pizza Hut is bringing the W. That's right, get a large one-topping stuffed crust for the same price as 20 years ago, just $9.99. Go original or choose any one of 10 new flavors like Hut Favorite or Salted Pretzel Stuffed Crust. It's only a Pizza Hut, baby.
Limited time offer. Not valid on triple cheese covered and bacon stuffed crust. One free crust flavor per pizza. Additional charge for extra cheese and toppings. Product availability, prices, participation, delivery errors, and charges may vary.
Our biscuits aren't made from scratch, like that cabinet you still haven't assembled, because the instruction manual is written in a code you need to be a member of the Swedish Embassy to crack. No, our biscuits are made from scratch, like biscuit bakers wake up at the crack of dawn every morning to transform buttermilk and flour into a perfect golden brown mound of hot buttered biscuit. The made-from-scratch country fried steak and gravy biscuit, smothered in sausage gravy, only at Hardee's, for a limited time participating restaurants.
Big G, you know something here?
Talk to me.
We've got some of the best sponsors you could have on Whoop on Wheels.
We
here.
sure do. Yep.
And I appreciate each and every one of those people that we just talked about there, because we do have a lineup good there now. Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
Good evening, Fast Eddie and Big G. How's it going?
Going good there, Bullet. How you doing?
Oh, Bullet.
I'm gonna try to come by there at 12, but I gotta go open the pool right now. So if I get through in time, I might come out and see you guys.
We're not going nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be right here, Bullet.
Well, if I
9
get through in
o'clock.
time, I'll be by there.
All right, buddy.
All right, we'll see you later.
See you. Bye. The Bullet. He knows how to hit that button, too.
The Bullet.
He's a good man, though. I mean, I have no problem with him here. Big G, tonight's show, did I tell you? We got Morgan Shepherd, Kevin Wickie, Misty Reese, Princess Lexi, and Chris Fain. Uncle D, you wanted to call in at 6:45. We got the phone line open for you. Call in. And he's got something he's wanting to talk about, too, so we'll let him have the floor as quick as he calls in. Big G, can you give us the Sprint Cup, how it all placed out there at
our old buddy
Richmond.
Kurt Busch. I like old Kurt. I tell you, he's
old
good
Kurt
old
Busch,
boy.
that ought to make a redhead Wildcat happy as a metal lark.
Kurt Busch come in first. Kevin Harvick second. Jimmy Johnson third. Jamie McMurray had a great run. He come in fourth. Joey Logano was fifth. Casey Kane sixth. Matt Kenseth was seventh. Jeff Gordon eighth. Clint Bowyer ninth. Martin Truex Jr. 10th, Ryan Newman 11th, Kyle Larson 12th, A.J. Allmendinger was 13th, Dale Jr. 14th, Paul Bernard was 15th, and Chase Elliott was 16th. His second Cup ride, he got 16th and on the lead lap.
Woo! Okay.
So,
how can you give me some points on that before I go to Xfinity?
Yeah. We got points. Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano is second. Martin Truex Jr. is third. He's having a great year. Jimmy Johnson fourth. Brad Keselowski is fifth. Casey Kane sixth. Matt Kenseth seventh. Dale Jr. Is eighth. Jamie McMurray ninth. Jeff Gordon 10th. Eric Almirola is 11th. Denny Hamlin 12th. Paul Bernard is 13th. Clint Bowyer 14th. Ryan Newman 15th. And Danica Patrick is still in the top 16.
Oh, Danica, she may end up being in that chase.
So
no kidding.
The ones in the chase with wins is Jimmy Johnson, Brad Keselowski, Matt Kenseth, Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, and Joey Logano. So that's your one that's for sure in the chase.
It looks like Uncle D's not going to call us tonight. Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
I still want to apologize to both of y'all. I thought I could do the impossible. That was the impossible.
Yeah? Well, yeah, I understand that, Sid.
It was the impossible. I'm telling you.
I know it, buddy.
I mean, I even got a friend that goes down there and went over and met, knows Dale Jarrett Jr., and he goes to Talladega races and all that. He said he couldn't get within, golly bum, 40 or 50 foot of Kyle Busch. He was a smart addict, but Dale Jarrett Jr. wasn't. And this guy named Ron Johnson, this is the race show there.
Oh, yeah.
And now listen, Eddie. I'm gonna apologize to Big D there, or
Big D.
Yeah. Big G here, Big G.
Big G, there you go.
There you go, Big G. I won't apologize. I don't remember what in the world happened there. I might have been.
I think you was on that bottle heavy.
No, I don't even do the bottle.
Hey, Sid, let me say something there, buddy.
Yeah, I don't even do the bottle.
Hey, Sid.
I drank a little beer.
Hey, Sid.
All right. Well, that's...
Hey, Sid.
Hmm?
It's cool, buddy. It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm coming to record in about 3 weeks, but anyway,
you're cool.
I tried the impossible, and I made an ass out of myself. I mean, I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah, I know.
We all do every now and then.
I've never done that in my life.
You do it every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, brother.
I don't care what you do. You cannot get him to.
That's right. We can't get him.
Samantha did respond to me one time. And Kyle Busch Motorsports did respond. Said, we're trying to answer all requests.
That's Xfinity.
Sure enough. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking Big G. Go ahead. We got you on here.
Anyway, they said they was trying to answer all requests.
I know what.
You can never tell, but you know, Eddie. They're 3 hours behind, behind us.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I just want to tell you, boys, want to start listening again. I won't be calling Ballin while Morgan's calling or.
Oh, that'll be wonderful. I'm going to tell you something, Sid. I believe you was listening regardless if you was mad or not, because you'd call a lot of times, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And my finger accidentally wouldn't connect right. So it's all good now. We're all apologize. We're all one big family, Sid. How's that?
Yeah.
A loving type family. How's that?
I know it. Did Fro really call in from where that's having a hurricane?
I ain't heard from Fro. I seen a picture of his. Looks like her car got demolished by a tree.
That's what it's telling.
Poor old Fro's what I say.
Poor old Fro.
I feel sorry for Fro on that.
They said Cinnamon vehicle, a tree.
It did. It crashed down over it.
Yeah.
That's bad. Hey, Sid, it's been real. We'll talk to you.
Oh, okay, buddy.
All right. See you.
I'm listening to the show.
All right.
I'm listening to the show. I won't bother you no more.
All right, that's
Thanks,
okay.
Sid.
See you.
Hey, I love both of you boys.
Well, we love you too, Sid.
All right, buddy.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Go ahead
All
there,
right.
Big G.
Xfinity here. Denny Hamlin come in first. Joel Logano second. Regan Smith third. Eric Jones fourth. Chase Elliott fifth. Daniel Suarez.
Daniel Suarez.
Was sixth. Brian Scott, was seventh.
Brian.
Austin Dillon was eighth. Ty Dillon was ninth. And Landon Castle was 10th. And Brendan Gone 11th.
Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
I just wanted to tell Sid that Kyle Busch is not a smart aleck.
No, Kyle's done that. Kyle won that race. Or Kurt won that race.
Not Kurt, Kyle.
Yeah, well, Kyle's a good guy.
He was calling him a smart aleck. He's not a smart aleck.
Yeah, well, now.
He ain't no worse than the rest of them on there.
Well, you're sort of right there, Red. Well, you are right.
They all have their moments, Red.
That's right.
And we all have our moments.
Bullet called in a minute ago.
I sure do have my moments. And Fro did call in today.
Yeah, well, yeah. See, I didn't get to listen to the show today. I've been busy as a one-armed paper hanger at election day.
Yeah. But just because he couldn't get a hold of him, it don't give him no right to call him names.
Yeah, but Sid, we've made peace now. Me and Sid and Big G's.
You and Sid will be very happy.
Well, we've made peace. All of us have. Uh-oh. Are you there, Red? I think she kicked the button on me.
Anyway,
Why does she do that?
Let's see.
Gosh.
You
can't make them happy here on here. Go ahead.
Anyway, we're going to go to 15th on this, and Darrell Wallace Jr. 12th. Brendan Poole was 13th. Jeremy Clemens 14th. Eric Allen 15th.
Go ahead, caller. Live on the Whoop.
Are any Canadians allowed to phone in and chat on Whoop on Wheels with you two guys?
No.
That had to be Big G.
No Canadians. Now we take Canadians.
How are you doing, guys? It's Uncle D here, calling from the Whoop on Wheels studio in Durham, Ontario, Canada.
Well, I'll be dog. I bet that studio up there in Durham, the Whoop studio up there, is nice.
Oh, it's a beauty. We're out here and watching the hot dogs and
watching the snow come down.
Groundhogs, the hot dogs, and the sun shining, and the birds singing, and we're having a yippee-ki-yay time. Well, listen.
Wow.
Past Eddie, you mentioned tonight that we've got some really super people coming on tonight's show.
Oh, yeah.
I am so excited. And for you folks out there in the listening world of Whoop on Wheels, you will want to gather around your computer and listen in on Whoop on Wheels tonight, especially when we have our two lovely ladies on. One is Misty Reese. Now, Misty Reese is the founder and the president of Thumbs Up for a Cure, and it's a really exciting racing program that she's got going that involves incredible racers, mostly in the dirt world, and so she'll be coming on and talking about her program there and who's all involved. And one of them is Princess Lexi. Now, she'll be calling in on the program tonight from Gladstone, Oregon, and she is just a sweetheart. Princess Lexi was when she was 1 year old. Listeners, she developed a tumor on her brain, and unfortunately, that tumor took her vision. So today, she is blind. She can't see the world that she's in, but she loves to share her big smile that she likes to wear. So she'll be talking a little bit about herself at 8:20 tonight, and about some special gifts that she got from a very special driver. So I'd like to send out a shout-out to both Princess Lexi and her mom, Monica, and also on the part of Matt Nicholson. Now, Matt Nicholson is a dirt racer out of Oxford, Alabama, and he just loves Princess Lexi so much that he gave her a bunch of really neat racing things a couple weeks ago. So she'll be talking about that. Now at 7:30, we got Kevin Wickie. Kevin Wickie is from Stratford, Ontario, Canada. Yes, the home of the famous, not so famous Justin Bieber. So, but in any case, Kevin, he owns and operates his own speed shop there in Stratford, Ontario. That's about a 3 hours drive from Detroit, and he's also a huge supporter of Project Track Champion. Actually, 5 years ago, Kevin gave some rides to folks having disabilities at Grand Bend Speedway, Grand Bend Motorplex. And, of course, we've talked to Dawn Perdue already, and she was racing there last year with her jet car. So, yeah, and then at 8:30, we have a dirt racer, Chris Fair. Now, he's going to be talking about his dirt racing that he does, and he's a huge supporter of Thumbs Up for a Cure. And, yeah, he's going to be talking a lot about that and his Princess Lexi. So tonight, folks, we are just so honored to have a youngster in the way of Princess Lexi coming on, and she's such a dear. She loves Uncle D all to death, and she loves to share polar bear hugs with Uncle D. Isn't that cute?
Yes, it is. Well, since Uncle D is so skinny, it's very hard to do those hugs, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, Uncle D, can you tell us how old Princess Lexi is?
You know, that's an interesting question.
Or should I ask her tonight?
Sometimes for us guys, it's a little difficult to ask a lady how old she is. No, but
I'll do it or die.
Princess Lexi, I'm sure I'll be corrected on this, but I think she's 10 years old.
Yeah.
Yes, she's a very young, sweet angel. And listeners, Princess Lexi, she fights cancer every day. She doesn't like her chemo treatments and the medications that she takes. It's really difficult for her, and sometimes she coughs to the point that she passes blood out of her nose, and it's just a terrible thing. She won't want to be wanting to talk about it tonight, I'm sure. And Fast Eddie will just let Princess Lexi have the floor for about 5 minutes and let her tell her story about her gifts from Matt Nicholson.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll do it.
Well, Uncle D is so excited because this will be the first time that we're going to have a very special angel on Whoop on Wheels, the first time in 10 years. We've had a couple others youngsters on the show, but
no angels till now.
So special.
Yep.
Yes.
That's right.
So
we hope Princess Lexi's listening.
Interested to hear what Morgan Shepherd, my brother in the Lord, has to say tonight at 7 o'clock. And then we'll kick into gear and speak with Kevin Wickie from Stratford, Ontario, my buddy Kevin. And Stratford is about an hour and 45-minute drive from Uncle D. So We'll catch you all later, and Fast Eddie, I'll be passing you notes as I usually do during the course of the show.
I have a full charge. Well, I have 77% left now, so keep it going. Keep it. Just burn it down to 10% if we can.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, notice we reached almost 90 today on the old Whoop page.
Well, doggone, I didn't even look. We haven't cracked 100, I don't think, in 10 years.
I know. Well, we'll keep working away on that too. Well, listen, guys, I've got a friend Chris here, and he's listening in on the show. He's a big, huge supporter of Project Track Champion, and he helps with the loading and the unloading of the dear folks in the car when we take it out for a spin. So, but well, listen, we'll let you go, and we'll get Morgan on the show, and we're going to have a hoot on Whoop on Wheels tonight.
That's right.
I got one thing, Uncle D. I've got to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Say Oregon for me one more time.
What's that?
Oregon.
Oregon?
Okay, I just wondering.
Oregon.
You say it wrong.
Oh, my gosh.
I love it.
I do, too. It's a wonderful thing in the Lord here.
Gosh, you guys are
Hey.
the best of the bunch.
Uncle D, before we let you go, I was taking through my notes, and I said, uh-oh, no show next week because Uncle D's here, but Uncle D will not be here next week.
We've postponed that, but boy, have we got a ton of exciting guests coming in next week, though, Pike.
Yeah, it'll be all ladies besides Morgan. Morgan will be inducted with...
On May the 5th, Uncle D did a little bit of slugging here to get some of his angels to come on board, and my goodness, we got a whole bunch coming on that's really, really cool, and it'd be great to listen to along with Morgan. But no, Dina Paris, who's a drag racer. We got April Wilson, Canadian, who's a dirt racer up here in Ontario. Kristen Wallace, yep, Big G's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
She's coming on at it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
You know how to get my blood going.
And she's a dirt racer out of the Eastern Seaboard there. So, yeah, Morgan, he's going to be mixing up some party time with the ladies on May the 5th. That's for sure. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Dina Paris, huh?
Yes.
What is that one at 8:30? Serena Paul?
Yep, she's a dirt racer. Yeah, indeedy do. A really, really cool friend who likes to do some dirt digging with April Wilson when the two of them get together on the oval. Mm-hmm.
That's where a lot of them names I've heard they've contacted me on Facebook and want me to be friends with and stuff. So
yeah, I encourage them to do that. I tell all the ladies that to send you guys both a friend request because you're both good folks.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're Southerners.
And their mamas don't have to worry about them.
Nope.
There you go. Uncle D, it's been a pleasure. You stand by. Uncle D will be right with us in his heart and by his phone.
Yeah,
and he'll be in Oregon.
Folks, so but we'll rock on with the show, and we're going to have a good time tonight. I just feel it in my bones.
Let's hurry up and burn my phone up. How's that sound? Burn it up, and I'll put a charge on it later.
All righty then.
See ya, buddy.
Hey, catch ya.
All right, bye.
See.
Uncle D from Durham, Canada. What a man. Big G busted his face open, so we're going to take a break while his face is getting put back together. We'll be right back.
You are listening to WOOP-LP, Cleveland, Tennessee. WOOP FM is a broadcasting service of the Traditional Music Resource Center, and we play America's original music.
Check into cash.
Turn your car into cash at Check Into Cash.
Get an auto title loan today for up to $2,500.
At Check Into Cash, you get the most for your car, and we make it quick, easy, and confidential.
Stop in for an auto title loan today or a payday advance for up to $425. Call toll-free 877-262-CASH.
Title loan amount determined by value of car and ability to repay. Borrowers often use payday advances over a period of months, which can be expensive. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Did you know that U.S. Money Shops cashes all checks, even the ones most check cashers reject? Tax refund checks, government checks, payroll checks, and many more. And when you cash a check with U.S. Money Shops, we'll give you 10% off your next purchase. At U.S. Money Shops, we have everything you need at a fraction of regular retail. So stop by one of our 11 locations or visit us online at usmoneyshops.com.
Buy yourself a car today, the better way at U.S. Money Shops.
Some restrictions may apply. See store for details.
Hey, here's something you might find a little funny. You know, at Easter time, we always get one of them old crazy chickens, and if one of them happened to live, they turn out to be a terror. You know, a great big, most of them was big white roosters, and they was crazy. And there was been some talk about some of these crazy roosters that they had out. Over in the Arnold area, they had one over there that was a terror. This guy, they call him Bok Bok. And children would look over into the yard and see him grazing. And the next thing you know, he done flew out of the yard and jumped on these children and got them on the ground and pecking them in the head. And they was...
All right. We thank you, Matador. All right, here we go. Morgan, you there?
I'm here.
How's everything going with you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just been working on the motorhome today, and next thing I got to do is try to figure out what's wrong with our wash machine.
Yeah, I had a problem with the hot water heater last night and had to get a new water heater.
Trying to get this homework done.
Yeah. It's homework and then play.
Yep. Well, first of all, I just like to send out my condolences to the Steve Burns family. You know, it's a sad time in racing when you lose one of your longtime members, and just, you know, NASCAR is a pretty close family, and it's when things like that happen, it hits home. You know, there's a lot worse things going on in the world and all over the world, and you know, such as Baltimore. Prayers goes out to the folks up there. You know, that's just unreal that people think, or kids thinks this is a way of solving problems of going and burning your city down and people losing their livelihoods, places to work, and it's sad. I know the answer. I just wish that more people could find it. You know, Jesus is the only way to solve problems. It's right and wrong, and there's too much wrongs.
You got that right.
You know, they always say 2 wrongs don't make a right.
That's right. But like I say, thanks to my friend Rick Durham for buying us tires up at Richmond, and all the people that helped get us there. Kind of sad for us, though. We qualified 35th, and there was cars sitting in the garage that out-qualified us and didn't make a lap.
I know.
That ain't right. I can't.
The fan, you know, kind of stood up for us, and but it's still all about money, and this is, you know, we're in a rich man's sport, and I reckon I'm blessed to be there and blessed to have the people that supports us, and I'd like to say thanks to everybody that does. We our next race, I may go to Iowa if we can raise enough money for tires and entry. But if not, then Charlotte. We do have some help at Charlotte.
Yeah.
So Charlotte might be our next race.
Let's see, when is Charlotte, Morgan?
I don't have the date in front of me.
I was going to look, see if I had it here.
I just, I race from week to week.
Well, that'd be the one that they have the Coca-Cola 600 in May, ain't it?
Charlotte will be May the 18th May the 16th. May the 16th will be the Xfinity. Yeah. No, the 16th on a Saturday.
They race on Friday, don't they?
No. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even see it.
May the 23rd, my
23rd, yeah. Cause
sweet wife just told me.
Because they race on Sunday because Memorial Day or Labor Day is on a Monday. The last Monday of May, I think. And that's when they race. It's the last Sunday in May.
Coca-Cola 600 is May the 24th.
Yeah.
And We're the 23rd Xfinity.
Mm-hmm.
Come see us. Help us get there. If you like to purchase a Morgan Shepherd T-shirt, they're now available at morganshepherd.com.
I'm gonna get some of them. You said you didn't have double X?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
I thought you said last week you didn't have no double X.
I didn't say that.
Well, I mean, that's what I thought. Somebody said something.
Big G needs one that'll sort of...
I need a tent with arms.
Yeah, a tent with arms.
I'm fixing to slap him.
Yep, that's probably Eddie that said that.
That was.
Did you hear what he said, Morgan?
Morganshepherd.com. Morgan, don't pay no attention to him, man. Come on, buddy. Stay on my side.
Wow.
My side's the only one that counts anyway.
Y'all going to Talladega?
No.
No.
Not this first one.
Okay.
We go to the second one.
We go to the second one, and I don't know how that's going to be yet for sure. We don't. We got to talk about it. I'd like to see that Charlotte race, but...
Yeah, we went 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good race, wasn't it?
Yep.
Well, again, our new car that we bought from Richard Childers to go to Daytona with. So now we still don't have a motor for it at Talladega. So, got this car sitting here but nowhere to go, no way to go.
I know it. And it looks good, too.
Yeah,
it's a pretty car.
It's a nice piece.
I
tell you, if it looks like I'm not going to get to go to a Daytona, I may just change it over to a 1.5-mile, 2-mile track car.
Yeah.
It's too nice to be sitting there and not doing anything. Can't never tell. I might go to Charlotte with it.
It'd probably have a good shot at Charlotte.
Yeah, I still, we don't have enough steam under the hood. We still got the same motor that we had last year.
Well, let's put us a Dodge motor in it. I can get you some of them. If NASCAR couldn't figure it out, but they'd figure it out.
What are you going to do, put a Hemi in it?
Yeah, we'll put a Hemi in it. I can get them Hemis. I can make them Hemis run. But then they'd probably end up finding me and throwing me out of the racetrack and everything.
I hope not.
You wouldn't get in the gates.
No.
No.
Hey, you're right. When I was working for Larry, with Larry McClure and them, they wouldn't even let me go through it. I had my card and everything, and they said, "You don't work for Larry McClure." I said, "The heck I don't." I said, "Here's my card." "Well, we ain't never seen you." I said, "Well, I ain't never seen you either." I just walked on in. Someone, them rookie cops, or not rookie cops, but, them pay-by-night cops, or whatever you want to call them. Rent-a-cops.
Yeah, giving you a hard time, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really like it, because we was in a hurry and trying to get, you know how long it takes to get pits set up and everything, and here they was holding us up. And
you got to show your ID.
I had my ID right there. I said, "Can't you see? You blind?" I had it around my neck, like everybody else does.
Well, I just showed them 5.
Boy, Morgan, you had Big Quentin's name on that thing, didn't you? On your car.
Yeah.
That was a big piece.
Yeah. It's on the deck lid. Yeah, Quentin race came because we put his mother's name on the car.
Yeah. Well, it looked good. It really looked good.
Morgan, if I ever win the lottery, I'm going to send you every bit of the money.
I hear you.
But you got to play it first.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Morgan, my buddy Brian Wortman, he's been looking good out there at the tracks. I've been seeing him out there.
He has.
He's looking good.
thrill of his life to get the crew chief that 10 car.
Yeah.
I'm tickled for him. He's a good boy.
He sure is. He's a good fella. I think the world of Brian. I've watched him do a lot of online racing too, and he does a wonderful job at that too. When I watch him on the online racing, Morgan, you'll hear a lot of chatter from other drivers. Brian just keeps his cool and does his thing.
Does he?
Yeah, he does good. He's raced the Morgan Shepherd car many a times out there. It's a car that looks just like yours, 89. I mean, it used to be the red one and then the purple one. The thing looks good, and it's fast, too. I don't know who sponsors him, but he's got something under the hood of that thing.
It needs to send something our way.
So you just more or less going to go race to race now. You don't have any plans to have a bunch of races in line, right?
Morgan don't know from week to week, do you, Morgan?
No, we had to raise money for each race, and I just couldn't believe we missed that race by 8 100ths. We were on a 22:40:45, and 22:38 got in.
How can somebody not even run? Is it they're using points or what? How can they not run and still beat you in?
Yeah, it's the way they do. The top 33 qualify in the race, and then the top 40 in points is in. And of course, me not running races, I don't. I think we was 42nd in points, so we had to go home. If we'd qualified 33rd, been just a little bit quicker. We really had our car handling good. We really buzzed through the corners, but just short down the straightaway. And Tony Furr, he went down in the corner and watched us when we qualified, and he said, "I cannot believe it." Said you went in deeper, got on it quicker, and he said that number 6 at Ford, he said he was sideways, and still, I mean, he qualified real good because he got big horsepower, you know.
Yeah. Brian just typed over on here that 74 got more honor points than 89.
Yeah.
That's Derek Cope's car, ain't it? No, that's Mike Herman.
Yeah, it's Mike Harmon.
Herman, Jr.
Yeah. It'd be tougher this weekend for them boys because I think they got 44, 45 cars at Talladega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody will go home, won't they?
Yeah, because some of these guys that's coming, they have good cars and good engines. Of course, Mike's got a good speedway car, and he'll probably have a good engine down there. He gets his stuff from Penske for the speedways. And the reason he didn't qualify up there was I think they had engine trouble, so that's the reason it didn't go out. They just made, I think, 3 laps and pulled it in.
Yeah.
He told me he had a blown head gasket on it.
Yeah, we one of the was it Kadalowski one had a cylinder drop or something in his car.
Yeah.
And he kept it going all day long.
Yeah, Kevin Harvick was down 7 cylinders. They said.
Not 7 cylinders, down to 1 cylinder.
Down to 1 cylinder.
Oh, yeah. If he's down 7, he couldn't be running, period, could he?
That thing be blowed up.
Oh, dear.
More, we could get our tractors out and outrun him in.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't, like you said, it's a rich man's sport, and, you know, if you don't have, $100,000 to start off with, you probably don't even get in a.
Well, you need more than that, don't you, Morgan? About 300,000.
Yeah,
starting out.
They're sponsorship is the top teams is more than 150,000 a race.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said thinking.
Yeah,
at least
you're
you have
right.
to have at least 100,000.
Yeah, and we try to go to a race with $50.
That's tough.
More than that, but you know, because entry is $19.50 and tires is $2,100.
Man, they $1,500. What? 10 years ago, $1,500.
What for entry?
No, for tires when about $1,500 about 10, 12 years ago.
I don't remember because they've been high for so long.
I just remember we was
$2,000.
I remember we were paying about $1,500 or $1,600, for a set.
My goodness.
Or I wasn't. They was.
That's a lot of money, boys, to race.
Yep.
Yeah, especially when I talk about back in '69 when I won 21 out of 29, and the tires was $25 a piece, and my left front tire was on the car all year long. Left rear was changed twice, and I think the right side's maybe 3 times.
Wow.
Man.
Just changed a lot, ain't it, Morgan?
Yeah, the engine situation. Now you lease a motor in the Cup somewhere around 85,000 a race. Nationwide is about 3,300. I mean 33. Wait a minute, we get this straight. 33,000 a race.
Phew.
And when I raced back in the late 60s and 70s, you go to Chevrolet Place in 1970 and buy an LT1 350 Chevy engine for $735. I mean, it had aluminum manifold on it, aluminum bell housing. It was a complete engine. You'd tear it down and put your crane cam in it and rollers, and you'd have about $1,300 in the engine. You go out and win a race that paid $1,000. You could make your money back real quick for what you had invested in the cars. You could build a car in 2 weeks then, and it didn't cost much to build a car. These suckers are high tech now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's in thousands, and everything's got to be dead on. So it's lots of man hours. Nobody should never clap whenever they see these guys tear up these cars, because it's tons of money going down the drain.
I hate to see it when it happens. But I look here on the sheet. Mike Harmon says he Dodge. I don't know. Dodge. He drive a Dodge? Or?
Yeah, Penske.
Yep.
Well, Penske's Ford now.
But he was in a Dodge. But I guess Xfinity, they didn't have no mandate to. They can still drive a Dodge, can't they?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't last long, 3 laps.
Morgan, you got rid of your Dodge, didn't you?
Yep. Yeah, my stuff's been gone.
Yeah, you put it up. You sold it last year, didn't you?
Well, yeah, or 2 years ago, something like that. I sold the last engine I had last year. I think I sold it for I don't know, $6,500 or $7,000. I gave $72,000 for it, and then I sold it for about $6,000.
Oh my goodness!
The car?
No, the engine.
Oh, the engine.
I had 2 engines. I gave $71,000 for one and $72,000 for the other.
I like to have one of them Dodge cars.
And then when it was sitting up on the shelf, you couldn't give it away.
I like to have one of them Dodge cars that they had a couple years ago, put in my collection, a real one.
Yeah.
Morgan, if you switched over and went to ARCA, would it be cheaper? ARCA?
It's cheaper, but you gotta have sponsorship because it don't pay anything.
That's what I understand.
What about that boy that I can't think who it was. I think he drove Denny Hamlin's car last week. He didn't have a license to drive in the Cup Series, and he had to hurry and get his license or something to drive. I can't remember.
Yeah, they just update them. It's $5,000 to get your Cup license.
Yeah, and they said he was pretty busy, within a few hours, just trying to get his license and everything where he could drive for Denny Hamlin when Denny, had that neck spasm or, whatever he had.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, I got neck problems, I got back problems, and I don't see how them guys do it, Morgan. I don't see how anybody that's got any kind of back problem or neck problem can get in them cars and do what they do.
Well, when I was 20-some years old, from about 20 to 30 couple, I couldn't hardly walk. I used to race bikes, and I would build the engines and stuff. And I tried one out about 11 o'clock one night, and I probably ran it up to about 110 or so. And as I was slowing down, probably got down about 55 mile an hour. This big white-faced cow had got out of the cow pasture, and that thing jumped right out in front of me. And I went right in the cow's stomach, killed the cow, and they hauled me to the hospital, and I wouldn't ever let them operate on my back or anything. And I've been run over by cars and everything else and never had a broken bone. My bones must be like rubber. But, boy, I was dreading seeing 30 years old. I was in so much pain. But then when by the time I was 33, I got saved and changed my life, and I took up roller skating, and believe it or not, the roller skating helped fix my back.
I guess that might be what I need to do.
Go roller skating.
That's probably one of the cheapest sports you can do.
Yeah.
Roller skating.
As long as you don't bust your rear too much and break anything. My poor little sister decided that she was going to take up skating because she was going to races and stuff with us, and doggone, she fell down and broke her arm.
Bobby dog, I tell you what.
My sister Joan in Akron, Ohio. She's a good girl.
Well, I've played football, I played baseball, I played all kinds of sports, never had a broken bone, and have a car wreck and end up just messing my whole backside up. So,
Big G, might as well take him out here and shoot him somewhere.
Well, if they do, I hope they do it and I die all of a sudden.
Because he's broke down worse than a mule.
I've been rode hard and put up wet. I'm not in that bad shape, Morgan. I'm not in that bad shape.
Yeah, he is.
I still hang with the best of them.
You still whoop past Eddie, right?
You and four more just like you.
Oh, really? It's getting deep now, Morgan.
Uh-oh.
You might not get to talk to him next week, Morgan. I'll leave him laying out here in a ditch somewhere.
Oh, my goodness.
He'd be like a homeless man. But, Morgan, I hope everything gets going good for you. We think about you. We're glad to have you on the show this many years. I don't know how many years we've had you on the show now. I know it's been like 7 years that I know of.
I think Morgan's been on longer than 7.
Well, I said at least I know 7 because I think I'm going about 7.
I'm going about 20.
Well, go out there and buy you one of those Morgan Shepherd T-shirts.
If I can find a XX out there. I need a tent.
But yeah, I wrote down morganshepherd.com.
Yeah.
And order and get you some shirts and now that money helps you go on your racing too, right?
Better.
Morgan?
Yeah.
Okay.
It helps us also.
All right, I'm going online right now.
He's going online right now, and I need to get a Morgan Shepherd car, another one, so I'm going to go see if I can find a die cast of 89 somewhere.
Well, I'm going to do that too. I want Morgan Shepherd to sign mine.
He'll sign it.
So
you got to go to a race, ain't he, Morgan?
Yep.
Morgan, it's been real. We'll catch you next week.
All right. Thank you, guys. Keep whooping it up.
I will tell you, you'll be on with a bunch of women next week. It's all women show, besides Morgan. Huh?
Not mud wrestlers.
No, them mud wrestlers probably won't be back. I've never seen nothing like it.
One of them got hurt.
Mud wrestling. I mean, that's a dangerous sport.
MorganShepherd.com.
But we'll talk to you.
Dirty. Sounds dirty to me.
It is. Catch you next week, Morgan.
Yes, sir.
See you, buddy.
All right, see you, Morgan.
Mr. Morgan Shepherd. Get out there at MorganShepherd.com. Get you a T-shirt. Big G's trying to see what they look like. Do they have an 89 on them?
I ain't found it yet.
I'm
here now. I'm here now.
Supposed to have the Jesus logo. Keep the phone lines open. We got Kevin Wiki. Uncle D, send Wiki on through to us here.
T-shirt form.
Uncle D is on the back side of the burner here. He's had this phone a hopping. We're down to 60% now.
I want Uncle D to say.
Uncle D can burn a phone up, son. He can burn this phone up. But I love him to death.
Organ.
And this is not. Go ahead, caller.
I'll hurry.
Sid. All right.
I feel sorry for poor Red.
I know it. And she hung up on me. She's
like, I don't know. She's a little bit ignorant means lacking knowledge of,
Yeah.
But she's a little bit ignorant on certain things.
Mm.
And I hate to say the word ignorant, but if you look it up in the dictionary, it says lacking knowledge of.
Okay, I'll check it out.
All right.
Talk to you later, Sid.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh, Sid Vicious there. I mean, Sid Maddox, not right. Sid Vicious. He don't like to be called Vicious no more. So I'm going to be nice.
He's not vicious.
He's a good man. Kevin Wiki, please, Uncle D. It is 7:30. Well, my clock says 7:28. Sorry. But do keep phone lines open for him. We got Kevin Wiki coming on. I need that other Diet Coke, Big G. Big G, he said he was my maid tonight, didn't you, Big G?
I am. I'm your maid.
Well,
next thing you're gonna be doing, have me to cook for you.
It's better to be a maid than non-maid.
You have me cook for you next time, then I'll put poison in your food.
Really?
Yeah.
Never.
Really. Yeah, really.
Pour it up, boys.
You gonna?
Yeah, we got a little break in the action here.
Yeah, we had something. Somebody walked in or something.
Yeah, go ahead and talk here a minute.
And we're just we're got somebody walk in the studio here. We're I'm looking up the deal here on the T-shirts from Morgan Shepherd, trying to see what the price is on them. So anyway, we got a phone call. Hang on a minute. Whoop.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you? It's Big G.
Yeah, Big G. It's Kevin Wiki calling from beautiful downtown Stratford, Ontario, Canada. How are you?
I'm doing good there, Kevin. How you doing, buddy?
Wonderful.
Well, good. What's going on in your part of the world?
Right now, just snow's gone finally, so we're just about ready to get back to racing. So.
There you go. When y'all start back?
A week from this weekend, we'll be testing, and then we start gung-ho on the May 15th weekend. So.
Oh, okay. All right, then. So you looking forward to getting to it, and that way you can get out of the house and...
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's our summer sport. We snowmobile and all that up here in the wintertime, so that gets our winters to go away. But, yeah, we're looking forward to it again. I got a great bunch of guys and a great bunch of sponsors that help me out. So it's we've done it for 30-some years, so I guess we might as well continue to do it, right?
Yeah, somebody's got to do it. And now, tell me a little bit about what kind of racing you're doing. I guess is it dirt racing or?
No, we're drag racers.
You're drag racers, okay. All right.
We are. And I have a top sportsman car, so that's what we run and have for a bunch of years. I've had a fair amount of success over the years, thankfully, and yeah, it's our hobby. My kids and everybody are into it, so yeah, it's a good deal. It's a family deal, and we've done it for a long time. It's also part of I have a performance shop. That's how I make my living up here too. So it kind of one ties in with the other. So it's a good deal.
There you go. Well, I like drag racing. You ever get racing down in this part of the area any?
Well, not down there. We race in Ohio. We race in Indianapolis. We race in Michigan a lot, and just that part of the world, which is. It's only like the farthest we go is usually about 9 or 10 hours from here, and
okay.
Indy. But we don't now. We do own a house in Florida too, so we're only about half an hour from a Bradenton drag strip down there. So we're thinking of maybe taking our outfit down there at some point in the winter because it's a lot nicer down there than here in the wintertime, obviously. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Then like I said, I like the drag racing, and glad to talk to drag racers, and I kind of enjoy, getting to know the different type of drag racing.
Right.
And
you have a lot of 8th mile drag strips right around there, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, mostly we do quarter mile, but we do a bunch. We're doing a lot more 8th mile racing now than we used to, but a lot of it's still quarter mile up here in that, right?
Okay. Now the drag racing you do the rail or the funny cars type, or
no, it's a pro stock style chassis. It's a door car. It's a carbon fiber.
Okay.
What it is a 06 Dodge Stratus body, but it's all carbon fiber, and yeah, it's an ex pro stock car, and it's top sportsman. The best we've ran is 673 at 207 mile an hour. So.
Wow. Well, you got my kind of car now, and when you start talking about the Mopars now, you're in my world.
Oh, there you go, buddy.
Yeah, that's all I drive is Mopar now. My wife, she drives that. I call it Jap Trap.
What's that?
Toyotas.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I call them the Jap Traps.
Yes.
You know.
I'm surprised you allowed her to do that.
Nah, well, she ain't got no sense. I've tried my best to put her in a Dodge Challenger. I told her, I said, I'll go buy you a brand new Dodge Challenger.
Boy, how could she turn that down?
She said it's too big. I said, it's no bigger than what your Camry is.
Oh, wow. And it's a lot neater for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I told her, I said, right here, I said, I told her, I said, I'll get you SRT 8 if you want it. No. Then I said, well, what about the RT, because, you can get it with navigation. You know how plush they are, leather seats, I said, you keep your buns warm in the wintertime, keep your buns cool in the summertime. No.
What could you want? Holy cow.
She said, I'll take a Camaro if you'll get it. I said, no.
Oh, my goodness.
No, I said, there's no Camaro going to be sitting in my garage. I said,
your driveway, no way.
I said, that Jap Trap you got is bad enough.
Yeah.
Right. Me and her goes back and forth all the time about stuff like that.
You'll have to talk to her. That's not good because boy, not many people turn down an SRT8 or anything to Challenger. Period. So.
Yeah. Well, I was going to, you said something about you running into the 6. I was going to bring up, and I hate bringing this one up, but
okay.
The Ford. What have you seen anything about that new Ford? That they salon, I think they calling it. That's supposed to do like 4.3
in
a quarter or 8th mile. I'm sorry, in 8th.
Sorry, 8th mile. No, I know they got a new. I think there's one of the Mustangs, the Celine's or something, is like 900 horse or something like that. I believe.
I think it's I've just heard this. I hadn't read it. I just heard it was like you got the Challenger, the SRT 8 that. Come out the Hellcat, yeah. Was a little over 700 horsepower.
Yeah, 705.
Yeah. Then the Ford thought, well, we're going to overdo them, and and I think the Hellcat was like 4.6, and I think the Ford's supposed to be in 4.3 or.
Geez, I'd be very surprised if it couldn't do 4.3 in the eights. I don't think that's possible, to be quite honest, because our car runs 670s in the quarter, and it runs like 420s in the eighth. So
yeah,
there's something different there with that. Like they got something off kilter there for sure.
Yeah, I say a lot of it's in the drivetrain. I don't know what Ford uses for drivetrain, and
I think they're supercharged. Like I think the top. Now I could be wrong, but I think it's like 900 horse or something like that.
Now is that at the rear wheels?
Engine horsepower.
Okay, the engine horsepower.
Yeah, for sure. So, but anyway, it's a nasty. I mean, it's amazing like the cars you can drive by from the showroom now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Buy a 700 horsepower car and drive it up the showroom. That's crazy.
Well, we got Fast Eddie back in here. He had to step out for a little while, and this is Kevin.
Kevin Wiki, right?
Kevin Wiki.
Yes, you got her, buddy.
You're a drag racer, correct?
I am so.
How you like that?
I've done it for so long. I guess I must like it. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. That's all I've ever wanted to do, even when I was a kid before I was old enough to know better. So yeah, we've done it for 30-some years. So I guess I must like it. I guess.
Yeah. Do you do it in just Canada area or?
No, we like I was saying, we go to. Farthest we go is Indy, which is about 9 hours for us. Columbus, Ohio, Indianapolis, Martin, Michigan, Norwalk, Ohio, Pennsylvania. We go, and but that's as far as we go.
Well, I'd like to come and watch that one these days. I don't know much about drag racing, but
is that right? Hey, you should check it out. It's like any racing, it's addictive, right? So,
right.
Yeah. You got a lot of dirt tracks and stuff around you guys?
Oh, yeah. We got one probably about 2 miles from where we're at, right, Big G?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that right? And like I was saying to Big D, you got a bunch of 8th-mile drag strips around there, too. That's in the south, 8th mile is really popular. 8th-mile drag racing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we do a lot of, like, most of ours is quarter mile still, but we still do some 8th-mile racing. So,
Kevin, I understand you're a huge supporter of Project Track Champion.
Yeah, that's right. That's a great thing. Yeah, we've helped that out over the years. Yeah, it's been Denny's done a great job with that, and to see these little guys and girls involved in that, it's a good thing, man. I tell you, it's a big-hearted thing. It humbles yourself and sure makes you appreciate a lot of different things when you see these poor fellas and girls and gals and how much they love. Racing just like the rest of us people do, right? And
that's right.
With this Project Track Champion, I mean, they could actually go for a ride, around the racetrack or down the drag strip and all that kind of stuff. And I've taken them before in the car, and I tell you, just to see their faces, and they just love it. It's I think I get more of a kick out of it than they do. But I mean, it's a good thing. It's a really good thing that he's done with that car, and brought awareness to a lot of special needs kids and stuff, right? So.
Right. We're going to have Princess Lexi on next after you tonight, and about 8:20 we'll have her on, and she's I think she's 10-year-old.
Right.
And with that, Uncle D was telling us at age 1 she was had the cancer, and it made her vision lose her vision.
Right.
It's just sad, you know.
It is sad for sure, especially a 10-year-old young lady. That is sad, and so.
But I think that happened when she was 1 year old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's sort of bothering me a little bit right now. I've been, you get touched by stuff. I mean, it's just makes you fortunate of how we are. How.
Yeah, and how lucky we are, and how lucky.
I mean, I've got problems, but not like that.
Yeah.
And but I guarantee she's just as happy as she can be.
Yeah, exactly. And she's now what racing does she do?
No, she doesn't race, I don't think. But
she wouldn't obviously, but she's a supporter of something, I think.
Thumbs Up for a Cure, I think.
Right.
Do you know much about Thumbs Up for a Cure, Kevin?
No, I don't actually.
Yeah. Well, we're fixing to find out tonight because Chris Fair will be on at 8:30.
Right.
And he's a supporter of it, but Misty Reese is on at 8 o'clock right after you, and she's the president of Thumbs Up for a Cure.
Oh, right on.
So it's going to be interesting.
To learn about that, that'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting.
I'm going to find out what Thumbs Up for a Cure is. I mean, they're supporting. I know it's a support group.
Now, the Project Track Champion, you're quite familiar with that, I'm sure.
Well, since I've hooked up with Denny, yes, Denny, from what I understood, started Project Track Champion car, had it built, and he would like to see one done in the States here, he said.
Right, yeah, it'd be good, because, I mean, you know what? Racers are, I've dealt with racers in my business and with everything, and I tell you, racers, are a pretty good group of guys and girls who, like to sport different things and stuff like that. So I think that'd be a great thing for it, especially in the States, to get a car like that going. I mean, but it all costs money, and it's all, financially, it's a big commitment for somebody, right?
Right.
But I tell you, when you see these kids and how they appreciate it, it's well worthwhile. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, and from what I understand, the smiles on their face when they go around the track or down the drag strip.
Yeah,
in the Project Track Champion car.
Yeah, and some of these guys and gals that I had taken in the car, I know that they couldn't even speak, but you could just tell by their face and their movements and everything how great it was, right? To actually be inside it instead of sitting out and watching it or something like that. So something they thought they'd never get a chance to do, right? You know what I mean?
Well,
I mean, this car is wheelchair, it's set up to put a wheelchair in it and tied down, and I mean, it's really a neat thing. Yeah, it is a neat thing.
Well, Kevin, I appreciate you being on the show tonight, and we'll be getting back in touch with you and get you back on here.
All right, my friend.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, and keep up the good work, gentlemen.
All right, we will.
Do it.
We will, and we'll get you. When is your next race, Kevin, or when do we?
Well, we're testing in 2 weeks, and then so in 2 weeks our first race is. So.
Yeah, by the time we get you back, you'll be able to talk to us a little bit about some of it.
Yep, for sure.
Be looking forward to it.
Okay, guys, thanks again.
Thank you, Kevin.
Talk to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Big G, we need to go over some sponsors here. They help pay the bills here.
That's it.
First of all, we'll play these, and then we'll get to you.
It's the 20th anniversary of Stuffed Crust, baby, and Pizza Hut is bringing the W. That's right, get a large one-topping Stuffed Crust for the same price as 20 years ago, just $9.99. Go original or choose any one of 10 new flavors like Hut Favorite or Salted Pretzel Stuffed Crust. It's only a Pizza Hut, baby.
Limited time offer. Not valid on triple cheese covered and bacon stuffed crust. One free crust flavor per pizza. Additional charge for extra cheese and toppings. Product availability, prices, participation, delivery errors, and charges may vary.
Our biscuits aren't made from scratch like that cabinet you still haven't assembled because the instruction manual is written in a code you need to be a member of the Swedish Embassy to crack. No, our biscuits are made from scratch like biscuit bakers wake up at the crack of dawn every morning to transform buttermilk and flour into a perfect golden brown mound of hot buttered biscuit. The made from scratch country fried steak and gravy biscuit, smothered in sausage gravy, only at Hardee's. For a limited time, participating restaurants.
All right, we got. I said we got a couple of new sponsors on board this week. Me and Fast Eddie. We're going to go with El Cazador Mexican Restaurant, 2299 Key Street. Go there and let them guys and girls take care of you. They're real good people. Always got a smile on their face down there. So call your orders in at 790-0563 or fax your order in at 790-1348. Just their lunch specials. Anything you get off their lunch special, any of them are $4.89, and they're all good. Now, if you go on down, you can get some. It's $6.99, $5.49. But if you stay anywhere in the lunch through 1 through 7, they're all $4.89. That's El Cazador Mexican Restaurant at 2299 Key Street. Quiznos, Ross Patel. Go and visit Raj down there and get you a Quiznos sandwich at 2151 Key Street. Or you can call your order in, get it to go at 473-7976. Fax your order in, and they'll take that. And they also do catering. He'll bring it to you. Only thing you got to do is call it in a few days, day or so ahead of time, know what you want. He'll have it fixed up for you that day and deliver it to you, or you can go by and pick it up. The fax number is 473-7991, and that's at Quiznos. Heads Up Hair Designs. Walk-ins are welcome at 60 Mouse Creek Road, Cleveland, here in Cleveland, Tennessee. So phone number 476-5722. Carmen Wilson over there. Ask for her, and she'll take care of you Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. She's there from 9 to 5. Heads Up Power Design. Fast Eddie.
And we got Surf's Up Car Wash. Michael Roy Bell, manager, and John Woodard, is the owner over there at 2575 Guthrie Street here in Cleveland at 790-5793. Go by and get your car or truck spiffied up there for the for any occasion, just because you get tired of looking at dirt on it.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Fast Eddie.
They do a wonderful job there.
We take our company trucks over there, and you know how dirty they get?
Yeah.
They clean it good, so their car wash is a good, great car wash.
It is. Then we got, and those guys are great over there, too. Yep. Happy Tales Grooming Salon, Bridget Ogle, Michelle Melton, Keisha Knight, and Amy Hamlin runs that show. Come shaggy, leave happy. They'll make those pets smell good when you get them back. You know, Tanner, he stunk like a freight train. Brought him back, and he smelled so good. At 423-339-5777. They're at 2251 North Coy Street here in Cleveland. Go by and see them. Flea and tick season is here. They'll work on that and take care of that and get rid of all those fleas and ticks. And they got boarding there too, Big G. Just call ahead of time if you're going to keep them. Let them keep it for a week, month, or a year. They'll do it.
I was going to leave my dog a year.
Yeah, the gondolier, man, I'm telling you, Monos, Emmanuel's at 423-910-0459 in Ooltewah. Wonderful place to eat. How old is the place? About 6 months old, would you say?
1 year.
1 year. They do. They have stuff just like the gondolier does. It's all great. They also have a pizza buffet bar, and it is great there. So go by and see old Tony and them over there at the Emmanuel's. Also at 3300 Key Street, we got the gondolier, 472-4998. They also got fax. You can fax in an order at 472-5123. Their hours of operation is Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 10. Friday and Saturday, 11 to 11. So go by Gondolier and see Monos and get you a pizza or get any of your Greek or Italian meals over there. They got them all. Coy Gondolier, just newly reopened again at 1603 Highway 64, Route 1, Benton, Tennessee. Over at Big G's neck of the woods, 338-7299. Do you ever go over there at Gondolier at Coy?
Yeah.
I've been there a couple times. It's good.
Yep, good place.
Got marinated chicken salad. Have you ever had that? Fresh Greek salad. Gyro salad. Mm-hmm. That's what Big G had today. He loves it. He had the large one.
Yeah, I like that Greek food.
What is that, goat meat?
No, sheep meat.
Sheep?
Sheep.
Well, it looks good.
Meh.
And then they got spaghetti, homemade lasagna, ricotta, manicotti, Carolino, fettuccine Alfredo, eggplant parmesan. I'm telling you, these all three locations have all this stuff. The Euro wrap that Big G loves. They have lunch specials running anywhere from $5.65 up to $6.25.
Mm-hmm.
That's your lunch special. The desserts. Chocolate cakes, lemon pies, coconut Greek rice pudding, turtle supreme cheesecake, carrot cake, baklava. That's good. I've eaten. I can't say it good, but cheesecake with strawberries and cheesecake with cherries. Go by and see Manos at the Gondolier 472-4998, and go to Manuel's and the Akoi Gondolier.
All right.
Akoi Gondolier in Benton, Tennessee. We are waiting for Misty Reese, president of Thumbs Up for a Cure, to call us. And Uncle D is as busy as a one-armed chariot. Ain't he?
He's busy. He's probably trying to figure out how to pronounce Oregon.
Oregon. That's how you pronounce that. Oregon.
Oregon? I pronounce it Oregon. That's the real way to pronounce it.
I've always said Oregon too, but Uncle D is Canada.
We'll teach him how to talk for long.
I sure hope Uncle D doesn't make a trip down here sometime in June or July. I think that's what he's doing. Uncle D talked to me about all of his deal, and we won't go into that. But anyway, go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop on Wheels show.
Hey, this is Misty.
Hello, Misty. This is Fast Eddie and Big G here. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Pretty good, but you sound muffled.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better there. Are you the president of Thumbs Up for a Cure?
I sure am.
Well, can you tell us what Thumbs Up for a Cure is, the listening audience?
Well, actually, Thumbs Up for a Cure racing team was founded to pair any kind of race driver, whether it be dirt track, asphalt. We have some ARCA guys, a few sprint drivers. We pair them with a childhood cancer fighter, and that fighter becomes their official crew chief for the year. And in that, our drivers, communicate on a daily basis with their fighter and, exchange little gifts back and forth. They'll Skype, and we bring them out to the tracks and give them a taste of what racing is all about.
Wow. That is interesting. That is. It's very good.
So far, the kids are absolutely loving it. They're learning a lot about racing. And the drivers, believe it or not, my drivers, they have really been such a big support team to these kids and have developed a lot of close relationships with their fighters and the families. And, it brings awareness back to our tracks. Racing through the years has kind of lost some of its appeal, but it's bringing fans back and families back into racing that, need to be back at the tracks.
Yeah, that's for sure. And you're over in Gainesville, Georgia, correct? Or is it?
I am in Gainesville, Georgia.
Yeah, I know where that's at. I've been through there before a bunch of times.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
Out here in the country.
Yeah, I like it there, though. I like it over in there.
It's a beautiful area. We have Lake Lanier. We're right on the lake shores of Lake Lanier and the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. So.
Oh, yeah.
You're wearing a pretty part of it.
It's a nice area.
Now, are you from there?
I was born and raised here, yes, sir.
I thought you was. You talk like one, your
oh boy,
your accent
was
go. Like that. Now,
he's been.
I'm fixing to body slam this guy right over
He's
here.
been aggravating Uncle D about the way Uncle D says Oregon. He don't say Oregon. He says Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah.
All right, see, she says it right.
That's a southern way, ain't it, Misty?
It is the southern way.
That's the right way.
That's correct. That's the right way.
Okay, I thought I'd get me somebody to agree with me on that. I rest my case.
He's Uncle D has just texted me and said, Uncle D sends a big Canadian hug to my sweetie, Misty.
Oh, hugs back.
Hugs back. He heard that, I'm sure. He's on the other end there. He can hear. I'm getting excited about at 8:20 tonight, or when we get done with you, talking to Princess Lexi.
Oh, you're gonna love Lexi. She's quite a character. I tell you, she keeps us all smiling every day.
Can you tell us a little bit about her, Misty, or not?
Well,
Yeah.
Lexi's been battling for, I think, 10 plus years. She has a brain tumor.
Mm-hmm.
And she was not born blind. She is blind, now. She was not born blind, unfortunately, due to some of the brain surgery she's had to try to help, remove the cancerous tumor. She was left blind from that. And like I said, she's gone through years and years of chemo and radiation and so many poisons going into her little body and fighting. But, she keeps a smile on her face. And if you've ever watched any of her videos that she sends us, she has such an outgoing personality and upbeat spirit. And how can you not look at these kids and look at Lexi and not be encouraged to just be your best and to keep a smile going?
Right.
To me, it's kind of like a hero for a hero. They look at our drivers as their heroes, but to us and my drivers, they're our heroes.
Right.
Right. Yeah, it's something else.
Yeah, it's and I'm a big supporter of St. Jude, out in Memphis.
Right.
And they do good work for kids. It's with cancer and and the thing about it is I'm one of them kind of guys that kind of, I don't know, out on the outside everybody thinks I a tough type guy, but I'm not. I'm a softy.
Right.
And when it comes to a kid, that's where it gets me in my heart, because my heart goes out to these kids. Because you never know. And I know people have families. You've got family, and and you never know how your child's going to be born in this world.
Correct. That's correct.
And you take Lexi for an example. She's never been able to see what we see, and I always kind of wonder what if my sight was taken away from me, how I would react. Well, we would probably react real bad, because we know what we used to see and can't see it no more, and she hadn't never been able to see anything.
Yeah, Lexi was not born blind. Keep that in mind.
Okay, she was.
She could
okay,
see.
she could see it one time.
See, and due to the brain operations to help remove that tumor.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, but you take us that's grown, that's seen the whole world as what it is, and people that can't do it no more. You don't ever know what goes through their mind.
We're never promised tomorrow, and sadly, working with all of these fighters, just in our Thumbs Up for a Cure Racing team, we've lost 14 of our crew chiefs since January. Unfortunately, they've become angels. They won the ultimate victory in their battle. They're now home and free of the tumors that held them back and stole their childhood from them. Our team, we have quite a few of our crew chiefs that go to St. Jude. We have some here in Atlanta at Eggleston. We have them in Florida. We have fighters all over the country. We have over 900 crew chiefs on our team, and they're paired with drivers, and some of the most amazing drivers working with these kids. And it does take a special person to reach out and open up their hearts and their time to devote to these kids. And, I think everybody, and I can speak for everybody on the team, it's been worth it. It's opened a lot of eyes.
Oh, yeah. Misty, who's some of the drivers that's on your team?
Well, I think later in the show you're going to have Chris Bayer. He's
Yes.
out of Kentucky. He's actually stepped up as president of the racing team. We have Bartley Grant. He's the vice president there out of Kentucky. We have Derek Bottoms. He's at vice president over driver services. We have Matt Nicholson, which is actually Lexi's team driver. And we have Taylor, that is also one of Lexi's drivers. We have Thomas Collins. He's out of South Carolina. We have Dan Bennett out of Atlanta, Georgia. We have Jacob Reese. He's out of Gainesville, Georgia, actually. Now, Jacob has cerebral palsy. And he stepped up this year to start driving. And his crew chief is a 16-year-old here out of Gainesville, Georgia, Justin. And, you know, Jacob is 15 years old and Justin's 16. And, you know, they kind of created that bond. They live here together and, you know, friendships develop. And we have a lot of young drivers on our team. We have Emily Jordan. She's 19. She's out of Ohio. She's an amazing driver. We have Rosalie up in, I think she's in Idaho. She's also a team captain. She races asphalt. She's an amazing girl. She's hot and heavy on the track. She's one to look out for. We just got so many drivers.
Yeah.
You know,
You got
there were 850 drivers around the country.
Yeah, you got so many drivers that take all night to list them, wouldn't it?
It would.
But did I hear you say something about Eggleston or Eggleston?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've heard of him before. Scott? Is his name Scott?
No, Eggleston is actually a children's hospital here in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
It's and actually I have a 5-year-old little boy that he was my foster child, and I have custody of him. He woke up from a nap when he was 3, and I rushed him to the hospital. He had what looked like an egg in his neck, and you know, myself as a single mom with 5 children was rushed to Eggleston there in Atlanta, and we were there in Eggleston. Turns out he had tumor in his neck.
Oh boy!
Popped up over an alp at 3 years old. We were there, and they were wonderful, amazing doctors, a wonderful oncology team there. They worked with us for over a year and a half, and thank God that, you know, we're now free and clear, and he's happy and healthy, and, you know, you just never know.
You never know.
He woke up from a nap, and he was perfect when he went down for the nap, and when he woke up, there it was.
Big G.
I tell you, that's a wonderful story. I enjoyed listening to that. And I mean, I love to hear stories that comes out good like that.
You know, like I said, you're never promised a tomorrow. These kids fight. They fight so hard, and they're pumped full of poisons. Childhood cancer research only gets 4% of all cancer funding combined. There's hundreds of different childhood cancers, and they only get 4%. These kids are being pumped full of medicines and protocols that are, you know, approved for adults, and old protocols. There's no new treatments out there that, you know, are safe for our children. And unfortunately, a lot of them end up with secondary cancers due to the chemos and the radiation. And parents, they lose their jobs because they want to be with their kid, fighting to save, you know, their kid's life for another day with their child. They lose their jobs. They lose their insurance. And, you know, their siblings. A lot of these children have siblings at home that are kind of put on the back burner because mom and dad are having to take care of, you know, their brother or sister. And, you know, childhood cancer doesn't only affect the fighter. It's an overall effect in the whole family.
You're correct. It is.
You know, we have little Tiana. That's Thomas Collins' fighter. She's down in Florida. She's been in the hospital since October 1st. She's only walked outside the door twice since October 1st. she's had 2 15-minute visits outside since October 1st. That's a long time.
It is.
You know, you're sitting behind those 4 walls in a room being pumped full of deadly chemicals and poisons, and, you know, their siblings at home that want mom or dad and even their brother or sister, and it can tear a family apart. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, we do what we can do to try to help these families, and, you know, we put benefits together for some of these kids to help pay for treatments, and, you know, we've given birthday wishes. We had one up in Massachusetts, had never been on a vacation, and her fighter, Bryson Nichols, he made sure that the little girl had a, you know, wonderful birthday. They put it out there and had cakes and cards and gifts sent from all over the country, and their dad paid for a lodge, limo ride out to the lodge, and family time together as a family unit, and that was very important.
Yes, it is. You know, we got, you know, it's just not NASCAR. You know, we got all kinds of professional athletes, you know, professional sports. You know, we take, you know, let's just take professional wrestling, for instance. You know, the WWE, they do a lot of great stuff for, you know, the kids, you know, with cancer or MS and stuff like that. And, you know, and I say stuff to people. I say, you know, how can you hate this guy? I mean, yeah, he plays as a bad guy. You know, I mean, it's just like a movie. You know, you got a guy that plays as a bad guy in a movie. Well, that's just his character.
It's a business.
Yeah, it's a business, and that's how he makes his money. And I said, but you got, you know, and I'll just say this name. Everybody probably has, if they know wrestling at all, they've heard John Cena before.
He is wonderful to work with our fighters.
And he's probably one of the best that I've seen out there, because he's more recognized than anybody that I know of. And then you have these people that booze him, you know. How can you not like a guy like that?
Well, like I said, it's all part of the business. It's that image that they have to uphold, and, you know.
And he's not a bad guy.
You know, you're right. He has to be the bad guy, but deep inside, and I can tell you firsthand, we've contacted him on quite a few occasions to do stuff with our fighters, and he's not once denied it.
That's great. That's great to hear.
To the plate every time.
That's great to hear. I mean, I think world of John Cena. I used to, you know, be a professional wrestler, and I know how them, you know, they are, and, you know, you call, you know, 95% of them you call, you know, they're going to do what they can to be there, you know. Just to have a kid, to have that one time to be with their favorite person, you know, it ain't got to be a wrestler. It could be a race car driver. It could be a basketball player, football player, whatever. You know, just be there with them at one time. That'll make their, you know, their whole life, I think, to them, you know, they just complete their life for them.
That is correct, and that's another thing that we do. You know, help try to fill that last wish. You know, like you said, we lived, and some of us have lived a longer life, and we've seen a lot of things in our life, and these children, unfortunately, at a young age, having to make a bucket list and in a short time frame, try to do so many things that, you know, we packed into a long lifetime, and, you know, sometimes it's as simple as seeing Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. Well, Missy, I'm going to tell you, I'll turn it back over to Fast Eddie. I really appreciate what you do. You do a great job. I really do, you know, thank you for that.
It's not me, it's a team.
Well, I know, but
it's our fighters. We're a team, and without the team, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Right, but you got to have somebody, though, that tries to lead that team. And I think, you know, that, you know, you're one, you know, you're the person to lead that team. You got to have a leader somewhere.
Well, it's worth it. If you've ever been involved, it's so worth it. Just the one smile, the one thank you, the one hug.
Yeah.
Been there and done that. Like I said, I appreciate you, and I'm gonna let Fast Eddie go ahead and finish up with you. And thank you very much.
Well, Misty, I want to say that your team and you, I think it's a wonderful thing. Thumbs up for a cure. Since you've now explained it to me where I can catch on to it, I think it's a great thing.
Thank you.
You guys have done a wonderful job, and it's a good deal, and it needs to keep going, don't it?
I agree with you, and I'd like to extend the invitation, when our drivers go out to St. Jude or Eggleston or the children's hospitals in their areas, I'd like to extend an invitation for you all to join us to come in and meet some of our fighters and go as we go on location and, go out and meet and greet with all of these children and their families.
Yeah, I would like to do that one of these days if I had time I'll have to take time to do it. That's what you got to do. You never have time. You got to take time, right, Misty?
That's correct. Just slow down a little and take the time because we don't know what tomorrow holds.
You got that right. Hey, it's been a pleasure having you on here, and I'll get Uncle D to get you back on here again very soon.
Thank you. You guys enjoy Lexi.
Oh, I can't wait.
Can't wait.
Thank you, Misty.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Misty Reese, president of Thumbs Up for a Cure. Uncle D, get Monica and Lexi on the phone here. We're waiting. I can't wait.
Yep.
Princess Lexi will be with us. She's 12-year-old, and she's totally blind from cancer, removing the tumor. It's just a sad thing. But, I bet she's as happy as we're going to get to hear from her. That's for sure. In just a few minutes here. While we're waiting on her, we're going to play well, first of all, you're listening to Whoop on Wheels, 99.9 FM here in Cleveland, and on the internet, live streaming around the world at WOOPFM.com with Big G, Fast Eddie, and the one and only Bullets in the house. Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
Say hi.
Hello.
This is Princess Lexi.
Hey, Princess Lexi. This is Fast Eddie from Whoop on Wheels, the radio station here in Cleveland, Tennessee.
Fast Eddie, how are you?
I'm doing fine, sweetie. How are you?
Good.
Well, I'll be dog. Princess Lexi, we're going to turn the floor over to you. And let you tell us a little bit about Matt Nicholson, some gifts that he might have brought you, I understand. Can you tell us something about that?
Oh, yes. he gave me shoes.
Shoes?
Racing shoes.
Racing shoes. What about that, Big G?
Hey, that sounds good.
Gloves. His racing gloves.
Racing gloves?
Man.
And there's last but not least, the visor.
You said visor?
Racing visor.
Racing visor, yeah.
And his helmet.
And a helmet.
Oh, boy.
Set you up.
Oh.
Wow. I bet you're special. I bet you love that.
Thank you.
Well, you're so sweet. I can't hardly talk right now. You're getting me tongue tied.
Aw, thanks.
Big G, talk to Princess Lexi.
This Big G, Princess, it's good to hear from you, honey.
Hi, Big G.
Hello there, darling, you sweet thing. You're got all that good stuff that they brought you, and the helmet. I heard you tell them, Fast Eddie, you got a helmet and
a visor, and
that made your day, didn't it?
I sure did.
Well, it's good to hear you, and we've been waiting a long time to hear from you, and now we got you on the phone and getting to talk to you. You just you're making our night.
Aw, thanks. Oh, I'm so excited.
Well, we're excited for you. And like I said, we have been waiting all day long, all week to listen for you.
Me too.
Bullet. We got Bullet in the house, Princess Lexi. He might want to say something to you too.
Hi there, Princess Lexi.
Hey, Bullet.
Hey, Bullet.
Well, you are a sweetheart.
Oh, thank you so much.
Do you like Misty Reese? Do you know her?
Yes. I love her very, very, very much.
Well, she loves you too.
She gave me 2 amazing teams.
Yes.
Matt Nicholson and Taylor James.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have Matt Nicholson on our show here. If you'll just hang tight here a minute. He's not going to be on tonight. He's going to be on the 26th of May. Huh. A long time. Yeah, I wished I had him on earlier than that to talk to him about Princess Lexi.
Misty gave me 2 racing teams.
She did?
Matt Nicholson and Taylor James.
Huh. Well, you got 2 of them. I mean, I tell you what, you're getting all them good gifts.
And Misty sent me videos of her children.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's got a few children, yes.
They sent me cute videos.
2 videos. That's good, Princess Lexi.
Oh, and I talked about Uncle D.
Uncle D is such a great guy. Uncle D just now sent me something. It says, Uncle D sends them both. That's your mom and you, Princess Lexi. A big polar bear hug and lots of love.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sending it back.
Now send it back to him because he wants to hug.
And to all of you.
Well, I'm hugging you now. Yeah. A hug's back to you there, Princess Lexi.
Thank you so much.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. It's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Now, does your mama want to talk a minute? She may not want to.
Sure. Hello.
Hello. You're Monica, right?
Yes, I am.
I tell you got you a little princess right there.
Thank you.
She's done a wonderful job, and I'll say this over the air. She brought tears to my eyes.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you for having her. She was very excited.
We were excited to have her.
Thanks.
Yeah. I've had some young children on the show before, but I've never had one like Princess Lexi on here.
Oh.
So she wins the honors of the Whoop on Wheels show.
Oh, that's a great honor.
Tell her she wins the honor for
Thank you.
being Princess Lexi. How's that?
That's wonderful.
That's it. It's great. And it's great. I'd like to have you back again sometime. You know, I'll get Uncle D to get a hold of you or something and keep you about 10 minutes or so like this. And don't want to wear her out, but it was fun. It's fun having her.
Thank you. She would love that. I'm sure she would love to come back.
I bet. Ask her why we're on the air here. If she'd like to come back on the Whoop on Wheels show with Fast Eddie and Big G.
Yes, Fast Eddie and Big G.
Oh, yes, Fast Eddie and Big G. I'd love to come back.
Well, you're welcome to come back anytime, honey.
That's right. Well, we love you too, and we'll be back in touch with you, Princess Lexi.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you too, and thank you, Monica.
Thank you so much. Say hi to Russell real fast.
Hello, Russell Lovett.
Oh, Russell Lovett. Yes, Russell Lovett's a good fella too. I like him. He's been on our show. Real nice guy.
Yep.
He is. I like him. Think the world of him. And I thank Uncle Dave for setting this all up because this has been great. You all have been wonderful, both of you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, and we'll talk to you later.
Okay, thank you. Have a great night. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
Love you, too.
Love you, baby.
Princess Lexi and Monica. Oh,
sweetheart.
Never thought Fast Eddie'd break tears out tonight, but he did. He got his tear ducts wet.
Yep.
But
Well, that right there
how
will
can
do
you
it,
not?
baby.
How can you not?
You can't. She's.
I mean, how can you not? Go ahead, caller. You live on the Whoop.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was. You're right. It was good.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, that kid is smart.
Yeah, and you,
That little girl is smart.
yeah, and she don't. Her eyesight's gone. You know, from the cancer. You know, and taking the tumor off, and it's just sad. It's sad, but she's happy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's blind. She's blind. She wasn't born blind, but she's blind.
But
Sweetheart.
she's not lacking knowledge of nothing.
No, she's real. She's sharp. Ain't she, Big G?
Yep.
She sure is. If Bullet's in the house, tell Robert I said hello, and he can call me anytime he wants to. He's still got my old number. I know I aggravated him down at the motel there too much, and
I can hear you, Sid.
okay. Oh, you can hear me right?
Yeah, he can hear you right now. He's in.
Bullet, you can hear me, Bullet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Call me anytime you want to. Boy, that's a fantastic show right there. That youngin' was smart, and that's a most fantastic show. I guess I'll have to tell Daniel about that. That's the most fantastic show I ever heard on Whoop On Wheels.
Well, Sid, you know Whoop on Wheels is a pretty good show. Period.
It sure is. And produce, I don't know. Pro get mad at me, but
No, he don't get mad. I know you like the Pro Show, and that's all right. That's all right, Sid. I'm easy going. You know. I'm getting too old and too many problems with myself to get mad anymore. You know? I'm not going to worry about it no more. You either like this or you don't.
me too, Eddie.
Yeah.
I like everybody down there.
Well, that's good.
And I'm glad Bullet's sitting in there with him. And tell me, I didn't mean to say his first name there, but maybe he won't care. But tell him to call me anytime you want to. Our number, I don't care to give my number out over there because I ain't got nothing to hide.
Bullet, call him anytime.
Yeah. As soon as I start feeling better, I will. I just got out of the hospital.
Bullet's been under the weather herself.
I know it. I've been listening to that. And the first question I wanted to ask you, something else come up, but the first question I wanted to ask you when I called in, have you heard from Bullet? How is he?
Well, he's right here, and he's doing pretty good right now, I think. But Bullet's went through some hard times.
Get it from the horse's mouth.
I'm going to have some more tests done here pretty soon, Sid. I've been having some heart problems.
I know. Well, I have too, Bullet. But he works that graveyard.
You got that right.
He keeps that thing spotless. I mean, he keeps that thing spotless.
And he don't make a dime to do it either.
What about that?
I mean, he does that on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my brother does more than I do right now, Sid.
Who?
My brother, he's doing my part and his.
Yeah. Anyway, I know Bullet's a good person, and all y'all are good people. And believe it or not, I'm good people.
You are. You're a good one, Sid.
All right. I'm going to write this song. All right?
All right.
I'm going to work on it about Bullet working the graveyard.
You get that worked up, and we'll let you sing it on the air here about Bullet on the Graveyard.
No, not right now. It'll take me a few minutes to put the words down because the thoughts will come out in 30 minutes.
Well, call us back tonight and close us out with that song. How's that? I know a man that works on the graveyard. Huh?
You know, it don't sound good on the cell phone, Eddie.
Oh, it does. That banjo man sounds wonderful.
I don't know. I might try with a banjo. We'll see. How much song y'all gonna be on there?
I'll be on here at 9 o'clock. You call me back about 10 till 9.
All right, let me think something goes. There's things come out of my mind like you wouldn't believe. I'm a songwriter.
I know you are.
I got them copyrighted, every song that was recorded down there. And we'll see what I can do.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. See you later, Chris.
Tell Bullet I'm so glad to hear his voice on there. I'm so glad to hear he got out of the hospital.
Well, I appreciate that, Sid. It's good talking to you.
You too, Bullet.
All right, Sid. Call us about 20 minutes.
Catch you a little later.
With that song, too. All right. Bye. All right.
Sid Vicious. He's a good name.
Oh, is he ever. You just won't beat him, will you? We're waiting on Chris Fair. Thumbs up for a Cure Racer. Misty Reese was the president. Is the president of Thumbs Up for a Cure. I would like to do that one of these days. Go to these hospitals and see what she does. I mean, and see what they go to these people. It's cancer.
You know, after talking to that little girl, I was feeling kind of bad to come in here, but since I talked to her,
you feel better, don't you?
I do.
I do too. All of a sudden, I'm feeling better. So that does help.
Is old ready to walk that call in tonight?
Yeah. She hung up on me.
Really?
I don't know why. I don't know. You've got to have a long talk with her. I can't. I don't know what happened. It's click. But we are waiting for Chris Fair. Thumbs up for a Cure racer, drag racer. I think he's a drag racer. We'll find out. Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Whoop.
Yes, Chris.
Hey, Chris. This is Fast Eddie and Bullet and Big G. How you doing?
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
Well, I'm just hanging in here by the thread right now. You're a drag racer, right?
No, sir. I'm dirt track. Right?
Dirt track.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how long you been doing that, Chris?
I'm working on my 3rd year now.
Hey, that's all right. Can you tell us the area you race at? Do you race all around or just?
Mostly Central Kentucky. Run a little bit in Tennessee and Northern Georgia.
Huh. You probably right around us then.
I am.
We're in North Georgia. I mean, we're in Tennessee, which is
right.
North Georgia is not far away.
Right. I've
name me
411 a time or two.
Yeah, 411.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Have you been to Cleveland Speedway?
I've not they rained us out. I was headed there on a couple weekends ago, and it rained us out.
Yeah, that's about 2 miles from where we're at right now at the studio here.
All right.
Now, what class do you run? Crate or?
I do. Pro late model, crate late model. Depending on where you're at, they got different names for it. But yeah, it's a crate late model car.
Boy, them things they turn it on pretty good, don't they, Chris?
Hey, we put on a good show. It's a pretty competitive class. So about anywhere you go, you'll see a good race.
Oh, definitely. And I like that. And you're a racer for Thumbs Up for a Cure too, I understand.
That's correct. Proud of it.
Yeah, I hadn't been feeling too good here lately for about a month, really, till I got through talking to Princess Lexi a minute ago. You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
Who want to say it again? I'm sorry.
Her name's Princess Lexi.
Yeah, I do. I follow her. Yeah, I follow her with the rest of our crew chiefs. Sure enough.
And sheesh, that's the sweetest girl I've met.
She's a doll, baby.
She is. And I think she had a good time on here with me and Big G and Bullet here.
Can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, you can hear that tomorrow sometime around 3 or 4 o'clock on YouTube. All of our shows are recorded and put on YouTube.
I think that's what Uncle D was telling me, so.
Yeah. Big G.
Hey.
Talk to Chris there.
Yeah, Chris, it's Big G. First of all, I think I come back in. I had to go out and take a little bit of a break, and heard you say that you were fixing to come down here a couple of weeks ago and race at Cleveland, correct?
That's right. I was going to play with Ray Cook and them guys home in North Carolina, and I think you guys took the rain out and knocked everything out for us.
Now, was that going to be your first time coming down here and running at this track?
It would have. I've never been to Cleveland before.
Okay, yeah. They redid it. They did a real nice job on it, redoing it. You know, it sold, and we was afraid we was going to lose it, and I'm just so glad that somebody picked it up and bought it and, you know, put it back, and they've redone all the bleachers, put all new bleachers in it, and redone the track. I think they took all the old dirt out and put new, dirt in.
Made it handicap accessible.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nice. I'd heard they'd done a big renovation there. That's what I think Ray was filling me in on that. So that's good. I like to see these guys taking these tracks back up. We had our local track up here, Ponderosa. It actually changed hands a couple years ago, and it's managed to keep on thriving, doing good, putting on some good shows for fans. So I'm glad to. You hate to see those stories of the track closing. So
now North Georgia, where you normally run at down here in North Georgia?
I've run North Georgia Speedway and Boyd's both. So
okay,
tracks I've been to.
All right, yeah, I've been to Boyd before, and went to, I think there was one down there. I think it might have been Boyd went to. They used to have 4-wheel drive pulls down there a long time ago. I don't know if this been 30-something years ago since I've been down there.
Been before my time. That's my first trip to Boyd's was this year, so I just got out trying with this thumbs up thing. Was looking for a race and eased on down that way, and yeah, had a. You know, when I told you about Cleveland, I don't think it rained out. I think I come down and watched that race. Actually, I think me and Bartley Grant, we were in North Carolina and took the rain out at Tri County over there. So we just went over and watched the race. That's what it was.
Now you mentioned a guy's name a while ago that was up in North Carolina. What was his name before? You said
Ray Cook.
Ray Cook.
Ray Cook. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah,
we've had him on the show.
Yeah, we've had him.
Ray's a real good guy. Real good guy, and good help to me. Plus, he's helped plenty of racers out there. He's a true sportsman. He's a lover of the sport, no doubt.
Now he runs the Tri-County in Peachtree, North Carolina, doesn't he?
He does. He runs there in Brasstown, and he's got that Southern National Series, that Old Man Garage Series. He's got a few things going on besides being a top notch racer. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Old Man Garage Series. Is that what you said?
That's right.
That's one me and Eddie needs to get in.
There you go.
That's for the old men.
There you go.
Well, we'd fit right into that, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, boy.
We'd have to be on lawnmowers or something. Something don't go too fast. Fast Eddie, he's a lawnmower champion up here.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's lawnmower.
Oh, yeah.
They ain't nobody wants to run him up here on the lawnmower. He whooped them all that time.
All right. We have lawnmower pools here. I just ain't drags. We have pools. Them guys, them things. That's an interesting machine that the guys put together here. Got a little ag center here, Kentucky Ag Center, Kentucky Ag Center in Liberty. So they got a nice facility there. They host some go-kart races and lawnmower drags and tractor pools and 4-wheel drag stuff like that. So I've seen some of them things. Cause you wouldn't be cutting your grass with them things them guys are riding, but they're pretty true.
Well, if you put a deck up and under it, probably wouldn't take long to mow your lawn with it.
Take long to get the job done. Them things run them crotch rocket motors.
Now, Chris, I didn't, like I said, I didn't get on the first of it. In Kentucky, about where do you live at in Kentucky? What part of it?
I'm in central Kentucky. If you were to put your finger right in the middle of Kentucky, I'm in Liberty, Kentucky is where I'm at. I'm south of Lexington there. We got a couple good tracks around. It's Richmond Speedway over in Richmond. That's one that's in our backyard, and then Ponderosa right here, right up the road in Junction City. But I'm in Liberty. I'm right just north of Lake Cumberland. Everybody knows where Lake Cumberland is. I'm just north of Lake Cumberland.
Yep, I know exactly where you're at, and I talked to a lot of guys that lives in Liberty, Kentucky, up there.
We got some good racers here. Dustin, Nate, Brad, and Nate come out here. Of course, some guys are they're doing their own thing now. But Brad's still out there racing. I'm trying to think. We got a whole slew of Whitney McQuarrie used to run from here back a long time ago at Big Dog Motorsports. And,
Yeah.
had his program. So, yeah, we've had some good racers come out of this area.
Now, where are you going next on your with your racing?
This Friday night, we just put in the 2000 win crate race there, 40 lapper at Ponderosa. And we're going to go back for a regular show this weekend. We're going to hit Richmond. Looks like the weather's going to hold off, so we're going to spend our Kentucky Derby day running on dirt over at Richmond Speedway on Saturday too. So that's my two next that I'm looking at on the weekends. And I think the weekend after that we got the World Outlaws coming in up at Ponderosa, and I'm not sure there'll be a crate show. If it's not a crate show, I may come back here all the way. I'd like to catch one of the series races there. They got, I think, Cleveland and 411 and Duck River and maybe Smoky Mountain. They've got a little 4-track series running there, and I'd like to catch one of them races.
Yeah. Now, you can get online, I think it's Cleveland Speedway.
Yeah, clevelandspeedway.com.
And you can get their schedule, what's going on.
So you take a look at it there to see if they got a crate show coming up. So I enjoyed watching the race there. It looks like a nice little track. So they got, like I said, I see they got a good facility.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's a third of a mile, I think, what it is.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And
it's a nice track. You'd like it, I'm sure.
Yeah, we went down there. We've been down there, but we ain't been down there since they redone it. We need to go back down there. But
oh yeah,
before they redone it, we used to go down there and watch them, and they would fly around that thing.
That's what I've heard. I had a couple guys telling me about it. So it looked like it is a showy track.
How did you like the Peachtree track, Brasstown?
Brasstown, I practiced on that track. I didn't get to race on it, but I practiced on it. That's an action track if there was one. I can see how there could be some real racing going on that place. I'd say you're busy all night long.
How
up on the wheel, you'd be tagging the tail quick.
How big is that track?
It's a little track. I don't think a third mile will catch it. I bet it's a little under that. We have to check it out online, like you said, but it's a small little track, man. It's racy as all get out.
Yeah, Ray Cook's got that thing tamed up, ain't he?
Yeah, he's got it tamed up. It was nice. He's got a good little setup there too, and puts on a good show. So yeah, we hit a practice up there and checked them out, but then we had all that rain come in. So it just hadn't worked out for me down that way. I got to get a good run going first of all, and then I need to catch some weather. I joked with him. I said every time I come to North Carolina, it's raining. It must just rain here all the time.
Yeah,
it's been raining right here.
Yeah.
Been raining right here about all the time.
Yeah, it's rained a bunch of races out this year here at Cleveland so far, ain't it?
Well, Ray, that series of races lost 11 races. He finally got that one in at Smoky Mountain there Saturday night, and I said seen a good show there. I think Wilson won the crates, and Casey Roberts won the super. So it's a good show. We hit some bad weather on the way home, but we couldn't get out track fast enough to get home this weather.
It's the crates where you started at, or you start?
It is. I jumped right in a crate. That Dustin Neat put me in that thing, and he said, "You won't learn no bad habits this way." And I had to learn a lot before I could learn a bad habit. I'll be honest with you. But that's where I started at. I don't have any prior experience.
Well, that's the best way to do it, I guess.
That's right. I've always been a gearhead. I grew up building street rods and tinkering and playing with old dirt bikes and stuff like that. So I've always enjoyed it. Just motorsports was my thing, and just didn't know how to get into it. And finally come along, opportunity to get into it with Dustin, and he got me a good start. And then I've had some help from some other guys, and a couple of our thumbs up guys have been a good hand to me. And I don't know, it's starting to line up for us. I don't know how the year will end up, but
yeah,
it had a real start, but it's starting to smooth out. I think we'll start to catch a little break.
Now, Chris, do you all have any NASCAR people that's in Thumbs Up for Cure?
Not that I know of. You'd have to check with Misty on that. She knows our roster better than I do.
Yeah.
Not that I know of right off, and I should know that answer for you, but that roster, man, we picked up so many drivers so fast. It's hard to keep up and get to know all these guys, and all of them got heart as big as anything. Just got to get all the personnel figured out, and every one of us got to get in the same place one time and shake hands.
Yeah. Well,
that's a good thing y'all do. That Thumbs Up.
Oh, it's an exceptional thing. It's our guys up here have been doing big things. They all of them been working with it, getting their crew chiefs some getting this little stuff, t-shirts and stuff them kids enjoy. Every one of them's got their own hobbies, and so we getting some of our stuff, getting them some merchandise, and getting them some racing stuff, and then getting some things they'll enjoy themselves. And that's those guys they fight a bigger battle than we do for sure. So
yeah, you'd be surprised.
Anything we can give back.
You'd be surprised what a T-shirt, hat, something like that does to a kid like that. You know,
we've seen pictures of them smiles. You know, the parents that send it on. Nothing like it. That means more than a feature win, no doubt.
Yep. You know, men. You know, like Miss was talking about. You know, she called up John Cena from wrestling WWE, and you know he was glad to do it. You know, and that right there is what I'm talking about. You know, you pick a phone up and call somebody like that. You know, and boom, you know they're there.
Right. That guys, that shows they got a heart, and it's not all about the money for them. They're human too, and hard to turn somebody down when you know you can put a smile on a kid's face that deserves one.
I couldn't turn a kid down, not like that. Regardless, what they had.
You think what can you have that's more important than that? That's exactly right.
Here, we turn around here and we complain about our little ailments that we have. My neck hurt, my head hurts, my back hurts, my kidney hurts, my leg hurts, and here are these kids, going through all this garbage that they shouldn't be going through.
None of them earned it at that age. That's exactly right. None of them earned that. None of them earned that. It's not a fair world, but we do what we can to take some of that off of them. It ain't no challenge for us to put it all together and do anything we can for them kids. They like I said, they've not earned what the hand they dealt. So if we can take a little of it, we'll take it.
Yeah, that's right. And if we can make a smile go on their face, that's what we need to be doing.
That's what we're out here for. That's above all.
It just kind of ticks me off, and I've seen this right here happen in professional sports, and I'm not going to say which one it is, but you probably seen it too, where no, you need to give me $1,500 or $2,000, and I'll come and for 15 minutes and make a show. That's not the way it ought to be.
That's not the way it ought to be. In this situation right here, your gratitude ought to be what you gave.
That's right.
You gave something you can't replace nowhere else.
That's right.
Money won't buy the thing that you're gonna do by giving these kids a smile, making one of their wishes come true. These kids got things they think about, things they want to see, and give them that opportunity. And like I said, we ain't going through nothing compared to what these kids are. They're stronger than we are, no doubt.
You got that right.
Hey,
I agree.
Hey, Chris, can we get you back on sometime again?
Anytime, guys. Y'all let me know. Let me know what I can do for you. I enjoy talking with you. And I'm proud to talk about my charity and Misty and what she's got going on. Her heart, they ain't no measuring that. So yeah, anything I can do for you guys.
Well, Chris, I'm gonna tell you, you've been super tonight. You've been awful good.
Yeah.
Good interview. Good guy to talk with. And I appreciate it. And definitely want to get you back on here.
Sounds good. Y'all let me know what I can help.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much.
Good luck in your racing there, Chris.
Hey, and if you're down here at Cleveland Speedway, you need to get a hold of us down here.
I will. I'll check that schedule out. The next good crate race they've got that I can break away from home, I'll get a hold of you all and we'll put it together. I'll meet up with you, get a chance to shake hands and put a face to a name and a.
Yeah, I'll tell you how you can get a hold of us. Get a hold of Uncle D, Denny Snyder. You know how to get a hold of him.
I got Denny's number right here on the phone. Sure do.
And he'll get a hold of me.
Sounds good. We'll do that, fellas.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night now.
You too, Chris.
See you, Chris.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Chris Fair. Thumbs up for a Cure driver.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Great interview.
Crate, model, crates. I'm telling you, man, it's great. It's been a great show here. Go ahead, caller. Live on the Whoop.
Gee, Eddie, I'm so ignorant. I just about forgot your number.
Huh?
That's what Sid said. I was ignorant.
Oh, yeah. I know it.
And y'all just been petting him and taking care of him. You know what? He's a total idiot, and I don't want to listen at your show anymore.
I got Bullet in the studio. See, you cut it off.
Going forward, we got sponsors we need to go over here.
Yeah, go over them sponsors. Hang on a minute. Go ahead, Uncle D in Canada.
Yes, fellas, wasn't that wow?
Yeah.
That was an incredible show tonight.
We will go over sponsors after we get done with Uncle D. Yeah, go ahead, Uncle D.
Take one moment, fellas.
No, go ahead.
Uncle D has been in touch with Princess Lexi and her dear mother Monica since they were on the show, and I know that you all were very touched to hear Princess Lexi's voice. Now, right after the interview, and I shared it with Fast Eddie, but Princess Lexi had a violent coughing spell again, and she was throwing up blood. This is part of Princess Lexi's life. So for us folks that have what we have in life, we've listened to the show, and we're probably wearing a smile on our face. But for Princess Lexi, that was just a few minutes where she was away from her real world to be on the world of Whoop on Wheels and all the fun that goes on. But folks, the reality is that there are children like Princess Lexi who have but a fleeting moment to enjoy life before they have to fight their illnesses again, 24/7. Uncle D is going to appeal to every listener tonight to not only include Princess Lexi and her mom, her family, in your prayers, but all people, all children who have a disability and an illness, because without your prayers, they have no hope. The only hope that they have is knowing that someday they will gain their real wings and be angels in heaven. But while they're here, it is our responsibility, listeners, to do what we can from the heart. From the heart. It has to start with the heart to be able to reach out. That's where it starts. And if you have a difficulty in doing it, just ask the Lord to give you the strength to deal and to do and to act upon things that we are asked to do by God, and that's to love and care for others, because God always blesses those who love and take care of his children like Princess Lexi. So with that,
amen.
With that, gentlemen,
I said,
a super show. Have a good night, Bullet.
Hey,
yeah, same to you, Uncle D.
Before you leave, give us May 5th show next week.
May 5th show next week. I've as yet to confirm it, but I believe we're going to have Dina Paris, who's an excellent drag racer. Her husband, Andrew, have been drag racing and a big supporter of the U.S. Armed Forces. Morgan Shepherd at 7 o'clock, followed by Ontario, Canada dirt racer April Wilson. She's just a dynamite and a member of the Canadian the Project Track Champion Access Motorsport Racing Team, along with another lovely gal who's been on the show before, and she's just a sweetheart. Kristen Wallace is on at 8. She's a member of the Project Track Champion Access Motorsport Racing Team as well. And then a dear friend of April Wilson's, another dirt racer out of the fine U.S. there, is Serena Paul, and she's going to be on 8:30. So that's Ladies' Night Out on Whoop on Wheels next week, guys and listeners. The only lucky one is going to be Morgan.
That's what I told him. He's going to be the lucky one.
Yes.
The lucky one. And before you go, will you please tell us the state of Oregon? Is that it? Tell us how to say Oregon, please.
Well, apparently it's Oregon and not Oregon. It's not a church thing. This is the state of
Oregon. Oregon. Did you hear? Oh, that just kills Big G over here.
You can't talk right.
It just kills him.
I love you guys to death, and you know it.
Yep, that's right.
Regardless how funny I talk as a Canadian.
We love it.
You just talk funny anyway.
All right, Uncle D. Catch you next week. Uncle D is part of...
You and Eddie will be praying for you, and Tammy and Bullet. You get yourself healthy, and Big G, we'll keep on rocking and rolling here on Whoop on Wheels, folks.
Yeah. In Oregon.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. All right.
A good old Canadian bye-bye to y'all.
See ya.
All right. Uncle D, the co-host up in Ontario, Canada. Always a good laugh there. And now we'll go over our sponsors one more time before we close out the show tonight. And I'm going to go through mine right quick. Big G. Surf's Up Car Wash. Mike is the manager there, Mike Roybell, and John Woodard is the owner. Surf's Up Car Wash is at 2575 Guthrie Street here in Cleveland, right next door, right in front of Cleveland Utilities, where Big G's at over there. They got the $5 Express. They've got a $9 wash. They've got a $12 wash. They've got a $16 and probably a $29 one where you get it all. Go by and see the good folks at Surf's Up Car Wash. Get your vehicle washed. Gondolier, Emmanuel's, 423-910-0459 in Ottawa. Good Italian food at Emmanuel's. It's the same as Gondolier. Then you got the Coy Gondolier in Benton, 1603 Highway 64, Route 1, Benton. They're closed on Tuesdays there at the one at in Benton. But they've got everything from your salads, pastas, calzones, chicken of all kinds. Even our good buddy today, Rick, had a nice, beautiful chicken. They got the child's menu here, Greek specialties, draft beer, bottled beer, beverages. Go by the Gondolier and see Mono. Wonderful place to eat there at 3300 Key Street here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Also, we have Happy Tales Grooming Salon. Come shaggy, leave happy. I'm going to go shaggy the next day and get happy. We got Bridget Ogle as the owner, Keisha Knight, groomers, and Amy Hamlin and Michelle Melton. They're at 2251 North Coy Street. Give them a call, 339-5777, Big G.
El Cazador Mexican Restaurant, 2299 Key Street, here in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. Phone number 790-0563. On their menu, it says, warning, we may be habit forming. And yes, they are habit forming. They are the only ones I go eat at in Mexican food, because they got about the only Mexican food that I like. So anyway, I'm gonna
have what you had the other day. Next time, just remember, if you order that again, I'm gonna have make it a double the same way.
Yep, it's good. Fajita taco salad is what it Fast Eddie's talking about. They got a great lunch menu. 1 through 7 special lunch is $4.89. Just for a few, everybody seemed like the special lunch number 9 or number 5. 1 burrito, 1 taco, and rice or beans, either one you can get. Like I said, that's $4.89. That's all you can eat. That's at El Cazador's, and also too you get chips and salsa with your meal. It's free. Go by and see them. 2299 Key Street. Phone number one more time, 790-0563. We got Quiznos, Roger Patel over here at 2151 Key Street. His phone number 473-7976, or you can fax your order to him at 473-7991. They're right over here where the old Chamber of Commerce used to be. So go by and see Roger, and he does cater. Call your order in a day or so ahead of time. If you know what you want, he'll bring it to you, or you can go get it, either one. Your lunch box, you get family reunion boxes, party boxes, and they got soups too, so salads. Go see Roger at Quiznos. Heads Up Power Design. Walk-ins are welcome. 60 Mouse Creek Road here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Go see Carmen Wilson. Her phone number to make an appointment is 476-5722 or 339-3538. And Carmen is there Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 9 to 5. That's it. Owner sponsors.
I I know it, Big G. We've had some good sponsors here, and I need to let's see if we can see if you recognize this.
At Red Lobster's Create Your Own Seafood Trio, if it looks tasty, you order it. Choose 3 of 9 dishes for just $15.99.
Yeah.
Like baked lobster Alfredo, brown butter shrimp scampi, and soy ginger salmon. Hey, this is my plate. Get yours while you still can.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. In case you forgot or fell off, I'm still knock your shell off. My money stacked fat, plus I can't turn the swell off. The franchise doing big business.
Respect, man, respect.
Win this so you hear those goals, you finish. A soldier.
Great guy, great
fighting,
guy.
plus I'm storming on your jumps like a...
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think, Bullet? John Cena.
I like John Cena, and he's good at going to these hospitals seeing kids too.
Yeah,
that's right.
And it's like I
like
watched,
Misty Reese said.
I watched that wrestling Sunday night. I can't get over it. I mean, I know he wrestled. He was in Chicago and he didn't get booed as bad because that's where he's from. But how can somebody? And I know he's not a bad guy. He's a face. He wrestles face, and people booze him. And they cheer at stupid Russian.
I never have figured that out either.
That's Rusev.
I don't care if it's Rusev, do-self, or do-it-yourself.
Yeah.
I don't like that idiot. But anyway, they boo John Cena.
I know it. I can't figure it out.
But John is a great guy. Just all out, he's a great guy.
I don't know why they boo him.
It don't make sense, does it?
No.
All right, boys. Bullet, it's been a pleasure having you down here tonight. You come in sometimes with us of evening, and it's glad to see you, and I hope you start feeling better. And I just now got a leg cramp.
I'm just glad to see you two guys doing all right.
Yeah, we're here. And now Eddie's hobbling. I'll kick him in his other leg, and won't be able to hobble. He'll have to crawl. Old fast Eddie. He'll be all right.
You know what done there?
Okay, Bullet, what done that there, buddy?
Taking blood.
Oh, you got tough skin. That's what caused that tough skin.
Could be a nurse didn't watch you doing too.
Well, it could have been.
All right, folks.
Especially went to Dead Ridge. Sky Ridge.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand up because that's hurting right now. We're going to close this thing out. God bless the USA. God bless the troops. God bless Big G. God bless the Bullet. Fast Eddie, good night.
Good night.
See you next week.
You are listening to WOOP-LP, Cleveland, Tennessee. WOOP FM is a broadcasting service of the Traditional Music Resource Center, and we play America's original music.
Check into cash. The cash you need is closer than you think.
Get an auto title loan today for up to $2,500 at Check Into Cash.
You drive home with the cash in your pocket.
Visit Check Into Cash for an auto title loan today, or get a payday advance for up to $425. Call toll-free 877-262-CASH. Title loan amount determined by value of car and ability to